Now we come to the question that why we need to use lower numerologies or lower subcarrier spacing for the large cell sizes. In order to understand that, let us consider this scenario. Here we have a GNB that is sending some data to the user equipment. And this GNB is sending this data in the form of symbols to the user equipment. And there are three multipaths between the GNB and the user equipment. This is the direct path, and these are the reflected paths. Now, suppose the GNB sends the symbol S1 to the user equipment. So, this symbol would first arrive at the user equipment from the direct path, as it is the shortest path. And after that, copies of the symbol S1 would arrive at the user equipment from the reflected paths. So this is first copy that is arriving from the path T1, and this is the second copy that is arriving from the path T2. Now these copies that are arriving from the reflected paths, they would interfere with the next symbol, which is S2, that is arriving from the direct path, and this interference would be in this region of the S2. So here we can see that there is inter-symbol interference, which is also known as the ISI. Now, in order to avoid this inter-symbol interference, we use the cyclic prefix in the OFDM symbols. And we form the cyclic prefix by copying the tail of the OFDM symbol to its start. Now, suppose this is the symbol S1 that is sent from the direct path, and these are the symbol S1 that are sent from the reflected paths, and these copies of the symbol S1 are interfering with S2 in this region. And we can very well see that this is the region of the cyclic prefix, and at the receiver we can simply discard this cyclic prefix so that we can get the symbol S2 without interference. Now, when we increase the subcarrier spacing, for example, from 15 kilohertz we go to 30 kilohertz, and from 30 kilohertz we go to 60 kilohertz, the duration of the OFDM symbol is decreasing at the same time. And at the same time, we can see that the duration of the cyclic prefix is also decreasing. But for the large cell sizes, we want the cyclic prefix to have a longer duration in order to counter the effect of intersymbol interference. So for the large cell sizes, we cannot use the numerologies in which we have a higher subcarrier spacing, because in those subcarrier spacings, the size of the cyclic prefix is small. So for the large cell sizes, we have to use the numerologies that have lower subcarrier spacing.